How do I already have a thumbs up? Who's spying on me? Hey, everybody. Wanted to come in right quick because I missed last night and see how everybody is doing. I hope everybody is having a marvelous snowy day. I'm not going to be on too long, but I just want to just hop in and say, hey, I had a couple different topics that I wanted to talk about, honestly. And a lot of them were about like family and like when to like cut off family members, how to forgive. And when you do forgive, do you forget? And like, what is the reasons why you probably would forgive? Is it for yourself or is it just so you can just have the peace? I feel like now that it's the holidays that a lot of people should just start coming together as family that you are and just realizing that it's the holidays and it's important to be able to just love on each other, create memories and just don't hold them. Cuz when we all go on the other side, we forget everything bad that happened on land. Okay. So I just want to say welcome back. And we know that a lot of times that family members can cause like deep pain and everything like that. And I would say that like sometimes with for like my situation, like I always forgive. And people say I'll forgive, but I don't forget. So yeah, like that makes sense. However, I kind of do it for me because I do have some close family members in my life where I forgive. And because I have kids and I want my kids to be able to live a happy life without the trauma of the generational trauma. So I just kind of wanted to know what everybody thought about that. If you're watching the replay, leave that down in the comments on when you felt the need to forgive and not forget, and what the reason is that you had to forgive the family members because, like, Thanksgiving just passed and now we have Christmas. How are we going to be spending that? Are we going to be spending it with family, children, spouses, even with spouses, like ex spouses? How do you overcome trauma from ex spouses? Like the broken promises, you have them where they give you vowels, and everybody has vowels when you get married. And when you divorce, sometimes you feel like, well, you didn't go by those vowels. So, how do you go about like making yourself feel comfortable again around that person for the sake of your children? Just all the different topics. If you guys want to chime in, whether if you are a child or not, or if you can relate or cannot relate, chat with me. Let me know. Hello, y'all. I see y'all in the comments. I see Garcia. I see Seema and Seema again. I see Funny Guy. Hi, guys. Yes, hot topics. I am from the US of the A. Where y'all from? Welcome in, y'all. So yeah, so that's what I was talking about, like spouses. And one thing that I can say too that really sucks is when it comes to spouses or either family members is mourning the loss of somebody that's still alive. Like that's the most hardest thing, of mourning the loss of someone that's still alive because they're no longer in your lives like that, but yet you still have to know that they are alive and you have to figure out the right way to go, you know? So yeah, like that's to me that's like the most difficult thing is mourning the loss of somebody who is still alive. But honestly, as like my situation, and I'll be vulnerable here, as time goes by, it's really like the best, honestly. Once you become like emotionally mature enough and you can handle dialogue back and forth with each other in a mature way and not get so offended by things, or you're not so sensitive, you're able to either co-parent or you're able to either understand each other. And I think all around that just makes it so much easier, especially whenever you have children involved, family involved, and just most importantly, yourself, you know, because hanging on to such hate and such horrible things really just has that lump in your chest, and it makes you old, and it's just not good for you. And I also think having a good friendship in your life, for instance, like when you have girlfriends or guy friends, whichever way that may go, you if you do something wrong, your friends should be able to call you out. So if they call you out, it could be in a way of love, to say, hey, what you said I think was a little bit insensitive, and maybe you could have said it in this way a little better. But I think that, like, everyone can be where they can, like, understand, hey, um, you're right. I'm glad you called me out on that. And I do see where you're coming from. I could have worded it differently. It's just all about like that emotional maturity. And I really do think that that can really help a person's growth. So, with all that being said, I just chatted for the past 7 minutes of blabber. Thank you for the hearts. Does anybody have any input to say about that? Thank y'all for y'all's comments and the views, the thumbs up, and the heart taps. So come along, tell me what your thoughts are about everything I just said if you were listening. Hi, Tina. We're going to work on changing that name. I had to put on subscribers only so I can roll out some of the trolls. Because they obviously were a part of the immaturity that I was just discussing. And that's something. All right. Hey, Julian. I'm doing marvelous. How are you doing today? Hoodie. Did I say your name directly? Hi, Ron. Hi, me. I feel like I want to get some more food. You want to take my place? Or either do you want to warm me up food? I'm going to have somebody warm me up some food. Because I'm a little hungry. Forgive for clarity and peace of mind. I really, really agree with that. Okay, so Hoodie says, anyway, get angry. This is it. I don't agree anymore. I don't really know what you're trying to say to me. Anyway, did everybody have a marvelous Sunday? How was everybody's Sunday? I'm from the USA. Where are you from? thank you, Butterfly. Finally, somebody that's normal. Thank you, Chisholm, for putting that weirdo in timeout because he needed some emotional balance. I think, never mind. The night's too early for me to start being sarcastic. I'm still on my nice terms right now. Ron, I remember you the other night because I remember I said that my ex husband's name was Ron. Deshaun, can you tell me, can you give me some good tips on what my channel would be for 2026? Sunday was good. I had my meeting. I'm one of the Jehovah Witnesses. Are you a Bible reader? I don't read the Bible. And I definitely ain't with the Jehovah Witnesses cult. Ooh, quilt. I'm sorry, I said quilt. Quilt. Because I'm a little cold. Butterfly, I think he was seeking attention. Some people don't care how they get it. Yeah. I mean, and that's true. And that's all right. Thank y'all so much for coming in and tapping and giving a thumbs up. Please go ahead and tap those hearts. So I want to go ahead and get the live stream out. First thing when you do when you come in my stream, tap 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 those hearts like crazy. I got over 8,000 taps in my last live stream, and that was marvelous. So when you're looking and tapping, you're looking and tapping. Dating is crazy these days. Yes, Deshaun. Relationship advice, maybe. Yes, good topic. Tap, 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 tap as we're talking. Um, Fresh beats. I don't know what you said. So tell me how relationship is crazy these days, Deshaun. I think that's a wonderful topic. Let's discuss. Um, Relationships are, but you know what, Deshaun, do you think we really even need relationships? I'll go first. I don't think we need relationships. Big Holy, I'm in love with your energy and your spirit. Thank you, boo. Um, Listen, fresh beads. Why did I get divorced? Hmm. Rohan, love you, baby. Everybody need somebody feel me. You think so? Where you from since you enter your sentences with feel me? I'm reading it like you said, Deshaun. Everybody needs somebody feel me. No, I don't feel you. But Ron, will you go with me? Is this kindergarten? Circle yes or no. Big Holly. It's Big Hollywood. All right, Big Hollywood. You got that Hollywood Rodeo money? Listen, lover. Listen, serial lover. Serial lover. Can you please explain what you mean by that? And I'm going to tell you, I love it, but please explain it. It's the best part of marriage. Because let me tell you this, though. It's the best part of marriage, but it does suck because it makes you think of why get married and get divorced. And then when you get divorced, you just feel so fabulous. Like, is it because you came into this new world to where, like, you're learning something new about yourself and discovering? Because when you get married, you don't ever think about getting a divorce. So, why is it that you say getting a divorce is the best part of marriage? Why is it that you say that? The ending of a thing is always better than the beginning. I'm saying people need to have somebody, not good to be alone. Everybody needs somebody, even if it's not romantic. This is the thing, Deshaun. You die alone, you're born alone, unless you're an identical twin. And even if you're an identical twin, you're still minutes apart. Okay? So, although I do agree with you, I also advocate on doing things solo and by yourself because you only have yourself. Like, it doesn't matter who is infatuated with you or who, like, lies and say they like you or who has whatever motive they have, marry you, whatever. People will get up and walk out of your life so freaking easy. It's insane. So whenever they do that, you have to learn and know how to be by yourself. Like, period. You know? And unfortunately, that was something that I had to learn, but it is a wonderful and the biggest and the most greatest step ever because it teaches you that being alone is actually great because when you're alone, Deshaun, I'm talking to you. When you're alone, you learn so much about yourself that you did not even know you even knew about yourself. Like you'll be like, oh my God, I'm going to go walking today. Oh, I didn't know I love birds. Or I'm going to take this trip. I love the beach. I love swimming. I love jumping out of a plane. I love hiking. You love all these different things because you now get to experience it by yourself without a spouse or a friend. It doesn't matter. A roommate, a friend, a parent, whoever you're attached to that's holding you back. You know, you're able to be like, I'm putting this on today and I'm going outside and nobody's going to tell me what to do. That's the joy of being alone. So then when you're alone and then say that you connect with somebody else, you're able to say, this is actually what I like. And this is what I've been doing with or without you. And you can come along, or you cannot. And also, I probably prefer you not to come along. And I'm just going to go by myself because I know this isn't something you want to do. And I'll see you on the flip side when I get back. That's the joy of being single rather than being dependent on somebody else to make the choices for you. Or to say, no, I don't want to do that excursion. No, I don't want to go to that restaurant. No, I can't swim. I don't want to go to the pool. No, I don't want to go to that show today. No, I don't want to go to the Nutcracker. No, I don't want to go to the wine tasting. No, I don't want to go to the library. Like, think about it. When you start doing things by yourself, you're going to be so marvelous to where you're going to be like, damn, the sky is blue. This is really joyful. And anybody else that's coming into my life is going to add to my life. Or they're going to walk aside me. And they're going to be my twin. And say, let's do it. But the minute you have something to say about what I've been doing before your gray ass came into my life, bye, bitch, because I've been doing it. And that's whenever you hold your boundaries. Because a mother can't tell you what to do that you have already been doing and that you discovered about yourself and that you love. Deshaun wants to know, no need to go into specifics, but how did your relationship end in divorce? No one ever plans for that. Share what you want. Appreciate your perspective. Yes. It ended in divorce. Differences and growth. Um, Hi, Williams. Hi. Yes, Katina, you discovered so much about your inner self. So true. Hello, Unique. Unique. Nothing wrong with being alone. You actually learn more about yourself. So true. Deshaun, why be together if not romantic? Well, hello there, beautiful. From Unique. Thank you. Hey, Williams. I'm actually doing wonderful. Hello there, Devon. Hey, Damien. Good morning. Good evening. How are you? What did you do today? Nice to see you again. You want me to play the song? Stand up! I mean, I'm confused. Deshaun, I used to be a player back in the day. Now I'm finding it difficult to settle now that I'm older. Okay, Deshaun, I really, really, really appreciate your transparency on that. And I think that's what happens to a lot of people where they are, like you said, a player and then they find it difficult to like settle down. What do you think, Deshaun, is you just maturing? That's very lovely. I like that you're saying that. What do you think is oh my God, I knew what I was about to ask you. Player back in the day. Yeah, what is your motivation to settle down? Like, why now do you want to settle down? Hey, Master. So it's 3:20 in the morning, Damien, and this is your awake time? Oh my gosh, I could never. 3:20 in the morning, this is my pee break time. I'm just saying. There's no way I can be up on somebody's clock at 3:20 in the morning. You keep kicking my stand. No way. But Damien says, wakey, wakey. Calling you master is insane. Boo. Your screen name says master 6969. That's insane. And you know it. Clap your hands. Spank your butt. My name is Laku. Hey, Laku. Talk about call me master is insane, and he got 69 behind his name with master. Boy, bye. See, y'all trying to get me out of character tonight. I said I was going to be professional. I'm going to be professional. Damn you pretty. Thank you, LLC. Damn, what's your business? He got an LLC behind his name. Hold on, let me Google him. ALLE Vents. Oh, so you do HVAC. Hold on. I'm not trying to settle down for real, but this girl I'm talking to now. Really pushing marriage. I like her. I'm not trying to be married so quick. I told her this, but she keeps telling me. Okay, so let's have a chat. Damien. I'm sorry, not Damien. Damien, you're in the chat too. Okay, time to put on the perfect. Oh no, Damien. Damien, I'm trying hard to put on my professional face. But at this time of night, it's hard. See, this is why I need to start coming live again back at like 7 a.m. and like during the afternoon. Because after dark, my professionalism is out the window. I'm just saying, like my out the dark hours, after dark hours is like what flies out of my mouth. You better be like, yeah, that's glitter. All right. So back to Deshaun. All right. First of all, she should not force you with me. Okay, wait. Deshaun, did you tell me how old you were? How old are you? Y'all, I need to warm my food up. I'm hungry. Okay, you're 26. How old is she? Mine too. The mask comes off. Pete, listen. The mask comes off late at night. Like during the day, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm being cutesy. And during the day, I'm like, I'm doing arts and crafts. But at night, I think that I'm going to actually like be professional. But then y'all come in my chat and y'all get me out of character. So it's y'all's fault. Tap those hearts, y'all. Thank you. Ooh, thank you, Trina, for tapping those hearts. I see you tapping those hearts on my screen. Who else is tapping those hearts and giving me a thumbs up and subscribing? Let me go on my analytics. I'm gonna stop talking to y'all. Y'all getting on my nerves already. Hold on. I'm just playing. Okay, so 26. 2 years you've been strong. Do y'all have any kids together? Any kids together? W Stream, Ayo, thank you. EDTV, no kids. Okay, I think that is wonderful. I commend you. You both are 26. You both been dating 26, 2 years and no kids. Do you all have good careers or in the mix of getting your careers going on? Um, what I can say is, being that what you told me is, I think that y'all are very young and y'all should just live. Like, save money. My big suggestion is travel, spend time together. Don't be so quick on locking things in with like marriage and stuff like that because that changes a lot. So she's in school and working, and you're working. Okay, yeah. I think that what y'all are doing, continue doing it, but it sounds like what y'all are doing, you're not really into. I'm sorry. She's not into. She wants more, right? And what you're telling me is that you do not want to give her more. So there's going to be